good shot for 4 through the covers.
Nine fours now for Greg Blewett. Once again, he moves nicely. His footwork has improved enormously against the spinners. That's not a tentative push. That's a beautiful cover drive. And what's more, he's played that shot off at no ball. Not that it made any difference. Lovely shot.
Shouldn't be bowling no balls, bowling at this pace. Been just the same shot. Blewett's a glorious cover driver. Bit of width as well, and just found the gap and raced away. It's a fine knock. He's in the 80s.
Short delivery and whacked away. Well, these two play that full shot wonderfully well. No, that was no exception. That was hit in front of square for 4.
That's what Dool trying out, Ricky punting here, but didn't get up, did it? It was almost stump high, and he waited and he just whacked it. Beautifully played shot.
Oh, and there's another good pull shot. Whacked away down towards mid-wicket. That wasn't that short, actually. Well, they're getting a few runs through that area now, aren't they? Perhaps the New Zealanders are getting a little tired again.
Well, inexperienced. I think this player's got a future, Jeff Abbott, but with got a newborn, your left arm bowler, you've got to be up. Try and get the ball to swing, bang in the pitch, and finding just a beautiful pull shot.
Oh, that's close. Went to blast it through the offside, inside edge, past leg stump, and it's gone for 4. So that brings up the 200 for Australia. 5 wickets are down, and that's also the end of the over.
Plenty still left in the game. Blewett and Ponting for Australia. That's a good shot. There was some swing there, so the bowler didn't do the wrong thing. He had the ball up there to induce the drive, and it was struck magnificently.
On a good wicket, bowling to good players, the margin for error is so small. The idea was good from Dool.
It's a cracker. Absolute cracker of a shot. Beautiful stroke for Blewett. Goes to 91 now.
Margin for error again. Trying to get it up there to get that movement. Cairns, he knows straight away. See from his reaction, he's just gone a wee bit too far with his length. That front foot goes out, and what a magnificent shot that is. Greg Blewett.
Well, that's brilliant. And he needed one slip. Wonderful catch. Cairns has done it again. 4 catches for Fleming. He's got Elliott, Healy, Blewett, and Mark Waugh.
Well, he was cut short himself, Stephen Fleming on 91, and now he repays the compliment with Greg Blewett. The trend continues. Cairns gets a breakthrough straight away. When he comes to the bowling crease, Blewett goes for a very well controlled 91, 6 for 217.
Oh, it's a good shot. Absolute beauty.
Yes, and, he's acknowledging the fact that that was a good shot too, Chris Cairns. Wasn't that good a delivery because he will be aware that Ponting doesn't mind playing the pull shot. So it'd be better suited just to pitch it up a wee bit more. But, that was very well executed indeed. Ponting had to wait a little while to get momentum back into the innings because of the fall of his partner Blewett. And the rifle just settling in, but he hasn't faced for a little while. Doesn't seem to matter.
Just about as Taylor would like it. He'd prefer to have only 4 wickets down instead of 6. Or nothing. Absolute cracker. Cairns going for the Yorker, and Ponting has slammed it straight back down the ground.
Well, people in the tapes side of the production can save this one for the next half hour's highlights because it will be. Very good shot indeed. Straight down the ground. Chris Cairns is not happy.
He's gone for it. Oh, that's a cracking shot. Rifle hitting straight through the line. Goes into the rope, down through a straight mid-off position. Very dangerous batsman, Paul Rifle, when in form.
Yes, he is, and hit that beautifully, didn't he? Chris Cairns had a 3-over spell there and got the breakthrough. I just don't understand what's going on at the moment. Surely Cairns must still be at the bowling crease, but he's not.
More expensive over. Four more. 14 off the over from Chris Cairns. A very good run for the Australians. A 6 for 250. Fine 50. So they'll be very careful. They get the line to off stump. He scored twice on the offside. So in the day of computers and magical men in the dressing rooms, there it goes again. And that one goes all the way. Well, that's not very intelligent cricket by the New Zealanders.
Well, New Zealand have played so well for most of today, but the last half hour it's all come undone. So Ricky Ponting is about to, what would you say, make hay while the sun shines.
Oh, Rifle does it. You do that in one-day cricket, don't you? There's no slip up there. They're all spread over the place, so he just gets it past the wicketkeeper, who's standing up for more.
And that could be 6. Well hit. Yes, that one's way over the top. About 5 or 10 metres over the top, down at backward square leg. Very nicely picked up, left arm bowler there, and coming onto the bat beautifully, pitching just outside leg stump. It sort of angles into the middle of the right-hander's bat. Just watch this. He whips it away beautifully. Went about 5 metres, perhaps 10 metres over the line. Oh, excellent shot. Well, I think Ricky Ponting knows he's probably only got till stumps and he wants to try and get 100. He's well on the way. And Mark Taylor, I think, calling him in. Yes, he is. Ponting has just got the sign and he's annoyed that he didn't hit that one for 4. I think Taylor may have been looking for a score of 300, but that's a good declaration. New Zealand openers won't enjoy the 2 or 3 overs that they've got to face. Yes, good positive move this by Taylor. He's going to give their openers a little bit of a going over this evening. So there's the scorecard. 100.5 overs for that 294, and that run rate was hovering at 2.5 for almost all of the innings. And that partnership, they scored at just over 5 and over. So pretty useful partnership between Ponting and Rifle. No doubt got the word from their captain that they needed to lift the run rate. Well, the crowd really enjoying Ricky Ponting's innings, and they shouldn't forget that Paul Rifle played his part as well. Greg Blewett was the man early on who did a terrific job for Australia. So the declaration has come at 294. That means you add the lead of 24 to that, and it's 319 required for victory for New Zealand.
Yeah, still.
Keys went a man! Oh, I can't believe it! That is the best catch you'll see in 2014.
The best fielder in Australia, Ricky Ponting says.
Jordan Silk takes one of the great catches.
One side of the ground. It's got a wicket early.
Catch!
And that might be 2 wickets his. Great catch. Huge wicket. Huge moment in the game. Enriquez first ball. He advances. A bit of an inside edge and a wrong-footed road. Great catch.
In the air. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is unbelievable. Damien Martin, full length to his right. That was hit like a rocket. There we go. And what a catch. What a magnificent catch. Oh, what a beauty. That's Ricky Ponting. Saw back and all. He has taken an absolute blinder. There is no doubt that Dippenaar was smashing that one really hard. Oh, what a catch. That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. VVS Laxmer is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Vanillion today, and that is an absolute pearl. Oh, quick, and what a catch! What a catch! Oh, Gilly. Phenomenal performance. He could have been a gymnast.
Mark Taylor and his men are ready out in the centre now for this final day. They have a minimum of 90 overs to get through, in which to take 10 wickets. The New Zealanders can feel reasonably happy about their chances here because this is still a very, very good pitch. Two areas of uneven bounce yesterday, but nothing really untoward. There'll be some spin, which you'd expect on the final day of a test match. But probably it's more like a 4-day-old wicket, perhaps even 3.5, and there's plenty of scope for good batting there. Brian Young and Blair Pocock are the two batsmen out in the centre. Bowling is going to be in the hands of Paul Rifle to start with. It was McGrath and Kaspovich yesterday. Paul Rifle from the Stanley Street end. All in readiness now. The umpire's just waiting for the newfangled clock to tick around. Here's Rifle. A first ball. Brilliant. A wonderful delivery from Paul Rifle. Absolutely brilliant. Good sharp catch by Taylor as well. Wonderful stuff from the Australians. The man you see walking off the field now is Blair Pocock, out to the first ball of the day. Paul Rifle brought on by Mark Taylor. He didn't bowl yesterday afternoon. He's got a great delivery through. Good leg cutter. Found the outside edge, and that went very, very fast to the safe hands of Mark Taylor. Brilliant stuff by the Australians. What a setback for New Zealand, and what a triumph for Taylor and Rifle and the other Australian players. In the commentary box now to pick up the threads, Tony Greig, and alongside him is Carl Rackerman.
Thank you, Richie, and a very good morning to all of you in Australia, and not such a good start for those of you watching this telecast from New Zealand.
6-7-3. That's a lovely shot towards the boundary. A square drive there from Brian Young. He waited for that one. It was a little bit of width there, and he just waited on it. Placed the ball beautifully on that occasion. And that's gone over the top of Healy's head.
Up for New Zealand in the second innings for the loss of Blair Pocock's wicket. Far out of the reach of Ian Healy, but he had no opportunity to get at it. It was very well bowled, good deception.
And gone. And the reason Nathan Aspel has caused himself a lot of problems there, the previous ball, he should have smacked for 4, but he hit it straight to the fieldsman. Followed it up with an inside edge and well taken by Greg Blewett.
Well, that's a fine effort from McGrath. He's labouring with this groin strain. He's got that ball to come back at Nathan Aspel. It wasn't particularly well played. I think Aspel won't want to see that. Well, he will want to see it a few times to make sure he can do it again. But it's 2 for 55.
Carry to even more.
Oh, yes, good.
Yes! What a catch!
Well, they're all going up, but the umpire there is absolutely rock solid. He wasn't sure that there was any bat in that one, and it's difficult at times when there's bat and pad involved. Young is staying there. Let's see if we can pick up anything. In she comes. Well, I don't know. It looked to hit the pad and go behind the bat. Certainly there was a double noise because the bat flicked in there, but it may just have sneaked past everything. Certainly a very confident appeal from all the Australians.
Magnificently caught by Mark Raw. He went to his left. The pressure of Test cricket. Decision of the umpire, bat pad.
Have a look at this again. There he goes. The bat comes through and the ball goes around the back of it. Now, the question is, was there a little flick of the bat as it sneaked by?
He's paid the penalty, swept that one. Lifting into the pads. If it was the back of the bat, it's almost impossible for the umpire to see it from his position. We're getting the angle there of the camera square on. If you're looking straight down the pitch and did clip the back of the bat on the way out, I think you'd be nearly guessing the umpire's position. Ra continues to Brian Young. Now, got him. Yes, beautiful bowling. Stayed down a fraction. And that's the end of Brian Young for well made 45. And it's McGrath once again doing the damage.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this replay. He either got himself into a dreadful position or it must have been very close to the leg stump. Stayed down a little bit, but right adjacent to that leg stump.
Stumpy's always got a chance for an LBW. Oh, that's close too. He's got it. Didn't offer a shot. Yes, that's disappointing, but that was out. You must quiet the ball. McGrath pitching and cutting back. That was out.
Yeah, that's plumb. You can't do that. Just attention. Let's have the 2 wickets now. This is the one that I was interested in, the first LBW. I thought this might be quite close to leg stump. Just let's have a look here. He's holding it for an outswinger. Down she goes. Did it nip back a little bit. Well, it did a bit, but that's plumb. Yeah, he's got himself a long way across. That would have hit middle and legs. So that's out definitely. And then this one, just outside off stump, nipping back a little bit. You cannot pad up to those. That would have hit middle and off. So no doubt about those two LBWs. Good decisions by umpire Randall. Craig McMillan out in his debut for a duck. First ball in the second innings.
Yeah, it's two.
Keys went a man. Oh, I can't believe it. That is the best catch you'll see in 2014.
The best fieldsman in Australia, Ricky Ponting says.
Jordan Silk takes one of the great catches.
One side of the ground. It's got a wicket early.
Catch!
And that might be 2 wickets. It is. Great catch. Huge wicket. Huge moment in the game. Enriquez first. He advances. A bit of an inside edge and a wrong-footed Rose. Great catch.
In the air. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is unbelievable. Damien Martin, full length to his right. Boy, that was hit like a rocket. There we go. And what a catch. What a magnificent catch. Oh, what a beauty. That's Ricky Ponting, sore back and all. He has taken an absolute blinder. There is no doubt that Dippenar was smashing that one really hard. Oh, what a catch. That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. VVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper. Mike Hussey in the game with the Batalion today, and that is an absolute pearl. Oh, quick, and what a catch!
what a spell of bowling. Fine catch by Healy, but McGrath, just a beautiful bowler.
Oh yes, he's been getting that ball to slide away from the left-hander into the right-hander, and this is good bowling. Mind you could just see it going. It was angled across him, and really he didn't quite get far enough across, did he? He was on leg stump a little bit, perhaps thinking about that bouncer, thick edge, and of course Healy doesn't make mistakes when he's presented with straightforward catches like that one. This is a big wicket for the Australians.
Yes, 91 the first innings. Superb bowling, good catch by Healy. And what a session for the Australians. They picked up the wickets with excellent bowling, attacked, they got the line right. Fleming, who played well in the first innings, got the edge. McGrath, what a spell of bowling. 8.5 overs, one maiden. 4 for 23.
This time Ricky Ponting can't cut it off. Nobody can.
Right off the meat of the bat, this one from Chris Cairns. Up and under. Nobody back there, of course. Perfectly safe shot. He opened the face of the bat, so he knew the ball was going to go in the air, but made good contact. Always 4 runs.
Oh, that swept away nicely. It's a good shot. Played 1 or 2 attempted sweep shots. And this time he got right off the meat of the bat, on the ground, most of the way, and that's well played. On again, McGrath the chaser. This is even square, that's 4 more. Got him inside edge, looking for the big drive. Chris Cairns. Not sure what he was trying to do there. The first innings he was bowled when there was about 8 out, doing the same thing, but that was a big breakthrough by Paul Rifle.
You're not quite sure why he was doing it. If you ever find out, Pant, you might give me a call. It was completely out of the character of what you want at this stage of the match, because these two had just given New Zealand a bit of a glimmer of hope. 6 for 112. The change in the LBW law means that you can't just prod away. From that point of view, it's a very good change. There were some batsmen who did nothing but kick it away. It was just like being in a football match. Can't do that now. But it is, I think, slightly more tough for a left-hander than a right-hander.
Got him. He had no idea, did he? He's going to go and let it go. And Warren pitched it right. It's clean bowl, Harris. It's superb bowling. Harris is out for a duck.
That's not necessarily out of the foot marks, but oh yes, it is. Oh, it's a ripper. Not too many batsmen would have got a glove or a bat on that, and Warner's done the trick. So now it's 7 down. Harris for a duck, and 115 on the board.
Yes, well bowled, well caught. Does really clean up the low order, and that's his job. Another duck, but that's beautiful bowling, and Taylor having a great match, catching the slip. Warren gets his results here. He's bowling beautifully.
Well, that's a very good dismissal. It's just found the outside edge. The other one having leapt out of the rough at the left-hander, and Taylor has caught it. Another sharp catch for the Australian captain, and it's 8 for 117.
And that's one of the 2 remaining wickets. McGrath gets 5. The wider delivery. Dool obliging by chasing after it. Not really anywhere near it with his feet. And succeeded in offering a little nick to Ian Healy.
5 for Glenn McGrath. Always a nice little milestone for any bowler to get 5 wickets in an innings, the equivalent of a century for a batsman. New Zealand 9 for 126.
He's gone for that from outside off stump. That'll be 4 runs.
Warren went very wide on the crease to deliver that one and throw it well wide of off stump, challenging the New Zealand wicketkeeper. And he backed his eye. It was right out wide on the crease.
That's it, it's all over. Australia have won the Test match. And a little bit too much variation in Shane Warne's bag of tricks for Jeff Allen. Australia wrap up this first Test match in Brisbane.
Clever bowling by Shane Warne, realising that Allett wasn't reading him out of the hand, gave him the flipper, well pitched up, right in line. The umpire realising that it was going straight on, said it would have crashed into off stump. And Shane Warne picks up his 3rd victim to go with Glenn McGrath's 5, Paul Rifles 2. So it's all over for New Zealand. They've lost the first Test match. 186 runs the margin. That's the first in the Trans-Tasman Trophy, the trophy that Australia hold.
He has 2.
Keys went a man. Oh, I can't believe it. That is the best catch you see
There
in
he is, Jordan
2014.
Silk, the best fielder in Australia, Ricky Ponting says.
Jordan Silk takes one of the great catches.
One side of the ground. It's got a wicket early.
Catch!
And that might be
Yeah.
2 wickets. It is. Great catch. Huge wicket. Huge moment in the game. Enriquez first ball. He advances. A bit of an inside edge and a wrong-footed Rose. Great catch.
In the air. Oh, what a catch! What a catch! That is unbelievable. Damien Martin, full length to his right. Boy, that was hit like a rocket. There we go. And what a catch! What a magnificent catch! Oh, what a beauty! That's Ricky Ponting, saw back and all. He has taken an absolute blinder. There is no doubt that Dippenar was smashing that one really hard. Oh, what a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Oh, boy. BVS Laxman is having a wonderful day here at the Adelaide Oval. He's made a century. Now he's taken a catch.
Last ball this time's up in the air. Will Hussey get there? Oh, he does! That is an absolute ripper by Hussey in the game with the Valley today, and that is an absolute pearl. Oh, quick, and what a catch! What a catch! Oh, Gilly. Phenomenal performance. He could have been a gymnast. That's Paul Collingwood, I reckon. And he's shoved out the right hand and grabbed the Australian captain.
Ponting can't believe it.
Hello everybody and welcome to Game 5 of the KFC 2020 Big Bash. We are up at the Gabba because the Heat play host to the Melbourne Stars. McCullum and Hayden will open the batting for the Heat in at number 3. And Nick Buchanan and Ryan Harris comes back into the side as well. Nathan Horrocks is in very good form along with Alistair McDermott for the Stars. Quiney and Wade will be up the top of the order. David Hussey, Cameron White in the middle order, but look down the bottom there. Shane Warne is back for his 2nd game in the KFC 2020 Big Bash. Cameron White won the toss for the Stars. A good pitch here at the Gabba and elected to bat first. Let's hand you over to the commentators. And we are set to go. Here's Nathan Horrocks. Too much bounce there. Might Be a bit in for the spin, you think?
Well, we've only seen one, BJ. Let's have a look at this one.
And that's away. Rob Quiney opens his account. Very quick here at the Gabba, and that will be a boundary.